Yes, James Arthur and Laura Mvula are here with us today.
Right, James, your turn to shine in just a minute, but...
James, obviously there, life's very good. You've won yourself a We Beat the Kemps mug.
Was it?
Just there, and you've got brand new music out, mate.
Yes.
Now, I mean, look, what is it that's so special to you about the month of September?
Nothing really, to be honest.
But your new song, September, obviously, is an absolute banger, mate. Loads of people are loving it, right? It's a great vibe from you. It's something that I think that sound, you've absolutely perfected it. What is it, you know, about the track that you just absolutely love?
Well, to be honest, I just felt like, you know, you have songs in your possession and you think, I think this has got a bit of juice. It's got something that people might like. And also, I was experimenting a lot with this album. I was trying to bring back my rock influence. You know, you talk about growing up listening to, you know, amazing music, and my dad was always playing rock music, and my mum playing Michael Jackson, all the greats, you know. Yeah, I've been sort of chipping away, trying to get back to the stuff that I really, really love to make. You know, we're always trying to strike a balance of maybe kind of music that you grew up loving, that's really close to your heart, but also trying to reach as many people as possible and strike a balance and keep it mainstream and stuff. So this song just felt like a great balance to me, and I wasn't sure, because you never know. So I put it on TikTok, as you do these days. That's the kind of barometer for what's going to work, and the reaction was great. So I just put it out now, as opposed to in September, when it would have made more sense.
Yeah, but I mean, it catches your eye though.
Yeah.
Catches your eye now, being in the summer.
Hopefully
it's
a hit in September, and it's just like a really slow burn.
It's a grower. It's a grower. But look, mate, the music video looked fantastic as well. We've got a little bit of behind the scenes clip. Let's take a look.
It's great.
You said you were inspired by rom-com movies.
Yeah, well...
Bit of Hugh Grant, is it?
It's a bit like, well, this song's obviously, it's like a love song. It's talking about starting a family and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't want to do the typical video where it's all centred around a performance. I wanted to make people laugh. I wanted to do something colourful and happy. And I also wanted to do a bit of acting. It's something I've been interested in doing for a while. So I found this amazing director who's done a few of the Black Keys videos, which I find really funny and really enjoyable to watch. And yeah, I went out to America and shot this video.
I've got to ask.
Amazing.
Going to be up for the next Bond or something? I mean, acting-wise, like, you know, are you serious about it?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I like pretending to be someone other than me. I think it's fun to, you know, when you hold brands like you, and you constantly, I guess, being judged for who you are. Like it's fun. I've always enjoyed doing impressions and stuff like that. Like yourself, you know, you're amazing at that stuff. But I've always liked doing voices and daft stuff.
Yeah.
I think music and performing, it's sort of synonymous with acting.
Of course it is. The two go together.
James, I'm going to ask a horrendous question now that you've said it.
Go on.
Because I get asked this all the time, so I can ask.
Oh, no, you're not going to ask me to do something like do
Who's your best impression?
Yeah. Well, do you know what? It's less impressions and more just like accents, I think.
Okay,
just, like,
yeah.
If you
like having fun?
Yeah, if you I like being a silly goose, you know what I mean? But like, if you gave me 10 minutes listening to someone, I feel like I could probably nail that.
Come on,
mimicking.
let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
What's that? You're in?
I'm in. Come on.
Oh, no,
What's your Birmingham like?
my Birmingham. Oh, see,
Yeah.
that's a tough one.
It's a
I've
very-
been watching a lot of Peaky Blinders, so
Yeah.
you know, go down the Garrison. Or
Okay. Gosh, I was a bit turned on then.
Yeah.
What's your favourite accent? Do you know what? Have a think about it over the break, OK? And we'll do it afterwards. Time for a break, but when we come back, James is going to be telling us more about his brand new album, The Cloud. Now, we were talking just a moment ago, and through that break, about accents and impressions. James, we were talking about your accents and impressions. Laura, You're down as well. Because I'm not. I don't know if you're mad. You were good.
I thought you were going to get James to do his thing.
Both of you.
Yeah, come on.
Both of you, this is the thing.
Oh, don't
James.
put me on the spot like that.
Yes, see, there it is.
That's better than... I'm actually Scottish, that's better than mine.
So, James, both your parents are Scottish.
Yeah.
So you've been doing the Scottish accent for
My dad's Scottish, yeah.
So how would he talk to you? How would he say that you've got a brand new album coming out?
Like, all right, son, what's that new album about? Get rid of that pop, man. Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
James, before the break, we were talking about a new single, September.
Yes,
but you've got a new album coming out at the end of the year, right?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
And it'll all make sense in the end.
Yeah.
It's all confusing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But is that where you think you are in your career? Because that's what the new album's called, right?
Yeah.
It'll all make sense in the end.
That's right, yeah.
Is that where you are in your career?
Well, it was certainly where I was at when I started writing songs for this album. You know, like everyone during the lockdown, it was a real time for introspection and to reflect on things. And I've never been one to really take stock and pause. And of course, like in what you know, as an artist, it's multifaceted, isn't it? You're doing gigs and you're doing promo and you're doing writing. And I don't remember a time when I just was able to focus on the one thing. I was going through it was a bit of a rough year prior to the pandemic for me. I was confused. I was thinking about hanging it up. I didn't know whether I wanted to do it anymore. There's these weird, my fans brought it to my attention, there's a few like conspiracies around this superhero called Multiple Man. His real name's James Arthur, and the comic books, one of the comic books was called It'll All Make Sense in the End. And I sort of was drawn to that and used it as a bit of a mantra in my life at that point. And the songs were just, they were very reflective. And
Yeah.
There's more to this conspiracy theory than
there's a lot more. Yeah, there is, yeah.
You need to delve into this.
Okay.
So did you hear what he said? There's an old comic book,
Yeah.
right? And the character in it is called James Arthur.
Yeah.
Right? Keep going.
But yes, it's a Marvel comic. It's a proper. I think they're making a film, Multiple Man, at some point.
Right.
But anyway, when you look into it, his real name is James Arthur, and this particular character comes to fruition in 2012 in the X Factor series of these comic books.
The X Factor series and the comic books.
Yeah, and which is obviously when I was on the X Factor.
Yeah.
And his ability was to like sort of morph into various different things, which was something that people said about me. I was versatile. I could do different styles of music, and but there's loads of really scary parallels, like the names of characters within the story. Like they were quite close to people in my own life.
No way.
So
Big conspiracy theory, this one.
it's
Love
a big
it.
conspiracy. I'm obviously in no way claiming that I'm a superhero, but yeah, it was fun to take from that imagery and also the It'll All Make Sense in the End thing. Like I said, the album was really reflective for me. I was addressing childhood traumas and all sorts of stuff that I'd never really figured out. It was kind of a bit therapeutic for me. And so you see the covers, myself and a kid on the front.
Yeah.
And that's me saying, if I could say something to my younger self, it would be, I know your life's a bit mad and everything's very confusing, but it'll all make sense.
But when you are at the point where you are in your career at the moment, right, and you've had all that success, and you're just starting to understand it, you do say to yourself, it's all going to make sense in the end. Because I remember that point in life really well.
Yeah.
Also, the album was made in a very different way to the one before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I did it all from my house. Set up a studio after sitting around and, you know, eating Cheetos for a couple of months and playing FIFA. I realised it's time to be productive and, just started writing songs. Like I said, I was in a weird place. So and music's always come and been a bit of a lifer after me. I'm sure you can attest to that. It's always come along and helped me in my hour of need and just put it all into music. But there was something cool about doing it at home because you're more comfortable there. It's you're able to be more vulnerable when you're in a safe space. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so therefore, the lyrics and the music was all very, very honest, I think.
The album's a real mix of genres as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you were really into rock, right? When you were a teenager. Does that come through on the album?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, rock is a genre of music that's really close to my heart. And like I said before, you know, the radio doesn't really want to play rock anymore.
Yeah.
So it's not a mainstream thing. Bands aren't really a thing anymore. Yeah. And I came from that sort of culture. So I've been sort of chipping away and trying to get it back into my music whilst still trying to appeal to my audience, if you like. So yeah, it's quite experimental. I hope I don't lose a lot of fans with this album, but it is quite rocky. It's quite rappy. I've got a few bits of MCing on there as well. So
You've got a great drummer on the album, haven't you?
yeah, well,
The rock legend, right?
yeah, I've been working with Travis Barker from Blink for a little bit. We did a song on my last album, and yeah, when I spoke to him, we just really hit it off, and he understood the vision I had for this particular song we've been working on, and hopefully another collaboration will be on that particular record as well.
I have to ask. Travis Barker's very much in the news right now. Have you met Kourtney Kardashian via Travis Barker?
I haven't. No, but I would love to meet them. Yeah.
Are you on the Zoom like?
Yeah, look at him.
Yeah.
Just move out of the way, Travis. Move out of the way.
Hey, is she about?
Yeah.
Glancing around the corner of the door.
I wouldn't dare disrespect the legend, but no, yeah. I mean, definitely. Be cool to meet them, wouldn't it?
Mate, I mean, that must be such an amazing thing to be able to talk to one of your idols. It's so great.
Yeah.
But look, lovely to have you here.
Yeah.
New single, September. It's out now.